Hey everybody, it is Christopher Not Walking. Welcome to the Dirty Nerdy Show. With me as always, Katie Guillory. Now Katie is silently screaming inside
I
because
am.
because her hero is here right now. Her makeup hero. Now if you know her, you know that her makeup is always on point. See what I did there? Um, Jackie Aina, everybody.
Hi.
Hi, Jack.
Hello,
Thank you so
hello.
much for joining us.
Of course. Thank you for having me. And I just totally got the Christopher not walking thing there. It's just like it just hit me, and I was like, "Wow, that's really catchy. I like what you did there."
It's like a whole brand now.
If anyone's gonna make fun of him, it's gonna be himself. So he might.
Right? I feel you. Take that power back. I'm with that. I love that.
That's not true though. Katie makes fun of me all the time. She's really mean to me. You should yell at her.
Well, you guys, if you guys are friends though, it's a different dynamic. Like only your friends can make fun of your other friends.
Exactly.
Outsiders can't do it. Okay, that's my motto.
When the hurricane hit, she made this like meme, and she like took like she photoshopped a picture of me in my chair, and she's like, "Oh hell no, I can't swim," and all this other stuff underneath it. It was funny.
You two sound like a really fun pair. I will say that.
My question to you is first question: how did you get into the YouTube thing? And first of all, I wanted to say thank you for your service.
Thank you.
I was curious about how do you go from that to beauty guru to YouTube star? How do you make that leap?
Well, because my channel was focused around makeup, I had always been doing makeup. Like I had always had an interest in it. Like all throughout college, I was doing it like on my friends and family. So that was always heavily present in my life. Like last couple years of, no, I would say actually before I joined the military. So I had already been kind of like expressing myself creatively on that end. I joined the military when I was 21, I think I was 20 or 21. And so I joined as a reservist because I was part-time. I still had, time to have like a civilian job, to go to school and stuff like that. So when I started my YouTube channel, I was a reservist and I was married and really, really like miserable. Like I had all this free time. Like most of the time my ex-husband spent most of his time at work. And so all throughout the day, my best friend knew this, but she knew that I was like obsessed with watching YouTube videos. Like that's literally like all I would do because I had all this free time and because I loved makeup and beauty and, I was like married and miserable. And so one day my best friend was like, why don't you just start a YouTube channel? And I was just like, I'm not interested in being a YouTuber. I like watching YouTube videos, but no, thank you. And I just kept telling her, nope. I'm not interested. I'm not interested. I'm not interested. And then one day I was just like, well, I'm not doing anything with my life anyway, so might as well. And so I just put up a video and then it was more, it was not only the lack of a real hobby and a job at the time, but it was also because the tutorials that I did watch, it was like lack of representation. Like I just didn't see anyone who looked like me. So I was taking the tips that they were sharing and the techniques that they were using. And I was figuring out how to tweak it on myself, on my skin tone. And so that was another part of the reason why, because I felt like, well, if I'm looking for someone who looks like me, maybe there's someone else who is too. And I used to participate in a lot of like, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the website called Spectra, but there were a lot of like makeup and beauty forums, and I was like obsessed with them because it was just like this community of people. Like we used to just chat about something that we loved, which was beauty and makeup. And so because I was in that community, that I feel like that kind of encouraged it as well. And I don't know, it was just, those were the days of YouTube where it was like more community based, whereas now it's a different game, and I'm not complaining. I'm definitely grateful for where I am now. But back then it was more of like a sense of belonging, like a sense of community. And for me, YouTube filled a void that I definitely feel like I was looking to fill. Yeah, because for me, it really is like it was this deep, heavy time for me. So YouTube definitely came through when I needed it to.
I think what I love the most about you is that there's not a lot of people of color on YouTube, like beauty guru wise. There's more now than there used to be. But
Right.
like watching your videos, you don't just give advice to those people. You give advice to everyone, because I'm the palest person ever. But like I could take your advice and apply it to myself, whereas a lot of YouTubers, they don't even take it into consideration.
Wait, hold up.
Well, because go ahead.
Katie's white? When did this happen?
Oh my goodness. You know what? I think because most beauty gurus, as they like to call us, are not makeup artists. So I started like as a working makeup artist. So like a lot of things that I learned were on girls that looked like you. So like I knew the basics, and I had to take those basics and then apply them to me. So for me, it's like, I don't know, it's like second nature. It's like, oh, you know, if you're medium tan, or if your skin is more fair, like I wouldn't recommend this, or I would recommend this. So it's definitely like that artistic expertise that over the years I had learned and picked up too, which, yeah, unfortunately, a lot of YouTubers, they don't have, because they didn't start as makeup artists. Not to say that they should be like penalized for that, but I'm definitely grateful for the professional expertise that I was able to learn and before being on YouTube too, because yeah, I think it's definitely
because the first video I ever watched of you was the color correcting one.
Yeah, it's fun.
And there was that one, and there was the trends we should leave behind in 2015 or something like that. And
yeah,
I was like, oh my gosh, I love her.
The parody videos are always fun. Those are like the most fun to make. Like, honestly, I wish I could do them more, but then my channel would just turn into comedy, and then people would not watch my videos, but they're fun. Because, you know, there's so much like seriousness on YouTube now, you know, it's just nice to switch it up.
She told me that you worked for Bobby Brown. Now, I don't know anything about makeup. I know things about music, right? So when she said Bobby Brown, I was like, oh snap, like New Edition, like, oh my God, Candy Girl. I was all excited.
Thing. She totally thought like, oh, the musician. I was like, no, Mom, no, not. But I could see the confusion. I could definitely see where the confusion was. I could definitely.
I remember making the comment. It was a while back. I was talking about Bobby Brown, and he was just like, "Wait, what?" Like, no, not who you're thinking about.
That's hilarious. Yeah, Bobby Brown. I didn't work like for her. Like I worked for the company. Yeah, but it was just really great. It was very, very brief, but I really liked the brand and what they stood for. So that was cool. That was a cool experience.
And I wanted to speak to your feeling that there was lack of representation, because I've felt that in other communities too. You ever heard of ASMR? It's very
ASMR?
It's big on YouTube. It helps people go to sleep and everything. One thing that I noticed that I found was that, you know, black ASMR artists, they weren't getting the type of views that white ASMR artists were getting, and it made me so mad. There was like very little. So what did I go do? I went and found the top black ASMR artists that I could find, and just I was like, come be on my show, please be on my show, we got to talk about this. And you know, because that was important to me. Same thing with disabled people. I've noticed, you know, we're not really fairly represented in certain things, especially in gaming. You remember when Pokemon Go came out? That's not very disabled friendly. So we actually made a video on it. Got a lot of hate for it too, but you know, just anytime I see that there's anything that's where somebody or a group of people is not being represented, I always look to the people that stand up and be like, no. And I just wanted to display my respect to you for that.
Oh, thank you. It's all about recognizing the under-recognized, you know?
Yeah. I mean, just because, you know, you would think that it's just makeup, but no, it's not.
Oh, no, I believe that. I mean, there's so many different industries, like acting and, music. Yeah, totally, completely. Yeah. Beauty is just the one that I'm most passionate about, but yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and the influence that you have on people is tremendous. That shows right there that you're doing good things, and the Lord will bless you. I'm just saying.
Amen.
So, you had your e.l.f. palette come out not too long ago. That was I don't even know, a few months ago.
Yeah.
And I was so excited for you, and I just wanted to know if you can talk about it, if there's anything coming up that you're going to be collabing with.
There are a couple things. I can't say who, but
Yeah.
definitely expect to see something. Like, I'm really excited about this one. Definitely expect to see it hopefully by the end of the year. Cross his fingers, because, deadlines with makeup companies can always, anything can happen. It will definitely be by the end of the year, and let's just say I will be living up to my LeBron James name. That's
My goodness!
That's the only clue I'm gonna give. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited because this is something I actually got to like create. Like, Elf was amazing because literally, like, the palette was just kind of like a favorite. It's like I just picked 5 existing shades, things that they had already existed, and I put them in a palette. I was like, oh, perfect. This is like a great go-to everyday palette. But this next thing that actually all the next projects that I'm working on are things that like I created. So I'm even more, it's just a different experience, and I'm really excited. I mean, I'm excited about all the opportunities, but yeah, definitely end of year, keep an eye out and get them brushes ready, because you're going to love it. Hopefully you love it. I definitely created something that, like, I mean, there's no such thing as a completely universal product, but it is most definitely something that most, if not like almost all skin tones can definitely rock, for sure. Maybe in a different way, but definitely, it's definitely got many purposes. So I'm excited.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see what you're gonna do, and I know the Elf palette was something that a lot of people loved, and I'm sure they're really gonna love what you're coming out with next and collabing with, because I mean, anything that you're gonna put out is probably gonna be really great.
Thank you.
Of course it's going to be great. She's the Beyonce of makeup, bro.
I need Beyonce money. That's what I need. That's what I wish.
No, let me tell you what our coworkers say. We have a friend who comes on the show. He's new to the show, but he's basically been a mentor to me my entire life. And his name is Knight, and I'm going to embarrass him right now, but I don't care. We were showing him, what you look like and everything, because you were coming on the show, and he goes, "Oh damn, she looked like Serena."
Oh my goodness.
He gets so flustered, and it's so funny, and we try to embarrass him every time we can.
Yeah. We do, especially when it comes to like female guests. It's pretty funny.
Aww.
But yeah, hey Knight, we're thinking of you, bro. But yeah, Katie, what's your next question?
How do you juggle between the work, traveling, and like personal family life? Because you travel a lot for work.
Yeah. I don't really feel like I'm that much better at it than like most people who have a super busy schedule. It's just kind of like one of those things where when travel first started picking up, I was just like, okay, this is intense, like, this is a lot. Like, and even lately, because I've had so much more stuff going on outside of YouTube, which I think that most people just assume, because, she's not uploading because she's traveling. It's like, it's not just the travel. It's like everything outside of YouTube that I also work on as well. That keeps me like all over the place. It's really just about being really, really disciplined. So like, if you know that no one is going to tell you when to upload on this day or when to answer emails, like, you just have to be seriously like disciplined on like, okay, these hours during the day, I'm going to get this task done. For me, I've learned like, I seem to be really keen on answering emails in the morning. So I try to do that when I first wake up, because if I don't, it definitely, I'll definitely get behind. With editing, I know like after 11 p.m., because I'm such a night owl, I'm not really that big of a morning person. After 11 p.m., I just get like wired. So like that for me is like the best time for me to edit. So it's just about recognizing when I'm the most efficient at doing things, and then just kind of like capitalizing on that and making sure I put alarms on my phone sometimes. I bring my laptop with me when I travel, so if I can't do it at home, I'm doing it on the go plane, especially back and forth to New York. If I'm not sleeping, there's a lot that I can get done. So it's just about making the most of my time when I am, on the go and all that, because it can be hard and it's so easy to fall behind. But over the years, I've definitely gotten better at managing it for sure.
Yeah.
We're still a young channel, still growing, still learning. Do you have any advice, tips on growing the channel and the fan base and improving our product as a whole?
Or anyone for that matter.
Yeah, definitely being consistent. I've had some videos that have like gone viral in the past, and I remember when I first got my first like viral video ever. The cool thing is, like, have you ever seen some people who have like a one hit and then you like never see them again? Like all their other videos are like not that. You're like, okay, whatever. Or like you watch their viral video and then you go look at their other videos and you're like, their other videos are not that cool. On to the next. Like the internet has such a short attention span, and I've learned that it's not just about having those one-off or two-off really, really cool viral videos, because I think right now we're in this like viral obsessed beauty community, or like with the internet in general. But it's not just about having those one-off videos that are really, really good. It's about consistently making amazing videos. So when I did have my first viral video, what ended up happening was like all of my other videos started going viral, because people were like not only watching that one video, but they were staying to watch my other videos. It's all about like engagement. So yeah, it's just a matter of consistency. It's hard to stay engaged into something that flip-flops too much, like even with TV shows, like how I was saying, I was watching Wendy Williams, like the format of her show is consistently the same. Her commentary, like it's not the same, but like she just has a flow, and that's what keeps me continuously watching the channel, Yeah. So that's with any other channel. That would be my best advice. Like, I know it sounds so cliche, but seriously, like consistency is like a game changer. Like it really is. Yeah. So yeah.
One thing that people like to tell us to try is like cameras, and I'm gonna be completely 100 with you. I'm not confident in that, and the reason is yeah, I make jokes about my disability, and yeah, it's in my name, but I'm still not fully comfortable, with the chair and everything on camera. Right. So like for me, that's like one thing. So what I'm trying to do with this channel is have like a podcast like style, but still keep it like a chat show and still keep it funny, and that's what we're really trying to do, and I just hope people like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Katie, you got your question?
Just gotta keep it up.
My question is totally irrelevant now. So.
Why is that? Did I already answer?
Well, what I was going to say was, like, it was on the topic of everyone's like, where are your videos? You've been traveling too much. You haven't been uploading. And that was the case, like, this week. People were like, why haven't you uploaded? And then last night you were like, here you go.
No, because I was already planning, and because it was Tuesday, so people were like, Jackie, where's Tuesday's upload? And I know. And then what ended up happening was, it's not that I didn't want to upload, but I got my eyebrows, I was talking about this on Snapchat, but I got my eyebrows microbladed, which is tattooed on. I didn't know that I wasn't going to be able to like wear product on them, or even like I could not wash my face for an entire 7 days. So I was like, really? That like throws off my whole flow this week, because I had 100% genuine intentions of filming the Halloween video that went up yesterday. I was supposed to film that last week, but because of what I was going to do, it would have required me to put product on my eyebrow, and I was like, so now I'm gonna have to wait a whole nother week to upload. I was so annoyed, but yeah, people were like, Jackie, you need to.
We got to talk about that video, because I was like,
I know.
I was like, yo, Eartha Kitt.
I loved her in that. I've actually never even seen the movie. I've only seen her pictures of it, but I just loved like the clips. Like she just exuded like a sexy, confident cow. I just love her. Yeah. Eartha Kitt is so like feisty.
She was amazing. God rest her soul. We just actually saw, and we shot a review, but we scrapped the review because it was crap. But they just came out with an animated version of that TV show. So they did an animated movie with Adam West, who played Batman, and Burt Ward, who played Robin, and Julie Newmar, who was the original Catwoman. And in this one scene, Batman gets hit over the head, and then all of a sudden he sees 3 Catwomen because there were 3 actresses, and one was Eartha Kitt, and I thought that was like a really nice nod.
Yeah, he got hit on the head like The Walking Dead style, or the American Horror Story style.
Can we not? I'm still like hurting from The Walking Dead. Do you watch anything like that? Like any nerdy stuff?
Nerdy. I don't know if I would. I love Game of Thrones. I don't think that's nerdy though. That's too trendy to be nerdy.
Well, anything that you're passionate about is nerdy.
Okay, well then I'm definitely a Game of Thrones nerd. I don't watch a ton of TV shows though because I seriously don't even have time. Oh my god, I'm actually rewatching Gilmore Girls. I'm
so excited for the new stuff coming out.
Me too. It's like not a show though. It's like a 4-part series or something, right? Which is kind of weird. But yeah, I'm excited too. I'm really excited. I love that show.
Katie, do you have anything else?
Do you have, what do you have planned for future videos? Like, I know you were going on, this Twitter thing about how you have no idea what you want to do anymore. And, you know what you want to do, but things get so old and repetitive. And the 100-layer challenge, that's really repetitive.
Yeah, I kind of feel like YouTube is, or at least I'll speak for the beauty community, but I kind of feel like YouTube is, or, beauty gurus, it's like who can do the first most weird challenge now. It's all about challenges. And I think in the beginning it was really fun because I was kind of excited. I was like, okay, this is kind of cool because even though some of them are really silly and really pointless, it's it's kind of fun seeing people get creative again. And I really like that. But now it's even people have taken the fun out of that because it's in your head, you're like, oh, I came up with a great idea. I'm going to do this challenge. And then people will comment, oh, so-and-so did that first in 2003. How am I supposed to know who did what and when? It's just let people have fun. So I don't know. It's not that I don't have ideas. It's just more or less kind of but the ideas are not I don't know. Sometimes you just, I think that people really don't realize I've been doing YouTube for 7 years. Everything is bound to be repeated in a 7-year time frame, So it's kind of okay, what's next? What's maybe not new, but how can I keep people engaged? That's hard even from you guys are asking how to get your fan base up. Even as a large creator myself, I have to, stay on top of engagement and keep my audience engaged too. So for me, it's just been kind of I'm just in such a blah. People were kind of reminding me again of the videos that I had thought of doing and just never got a chance to do. So that was kind of fun. They kind of relit the fire, I guess you can say. So I was okay, it's good to know that I'm not just complaining or, because sometimes it feels a little am I just complaining? But, it was nice because everyone was yeah, we get it. We're bored too. We're kind of over it. But here's some alternatives. So here's what we would like to see. So that was kind of nice. I ain't going nowhere though. I'm definitely not going anywhere anytime soon. I don't know. Sometimes things just get, I don't know.
I saw that tweet, by the way, and you were I'm going to do the sit down challenge, and I got to break it to you, Jackie. I would 100% beat you at that. You can't beat me at that.
God. Okay, I'll challenge you then. Oh, Lord. That's funny because I have the opposite problem. I cannot sit still. That's the problem. That's why I don't film as much as I should because I'm trying to do 50 million things at once. And sometimes it's really hard sitting down at a computer to edit a video for 2-3 hours at a time. It's okay, what's next? I have a short attention span. So, yeah, you probably would beat me at that. But, I'm just you gotta stick to it, girl. Your fan, your followers, they're looking forward to something,
Your fans are great too, because I've seen a lot of different communities. We've interviewed a lot of YouTubers, And I gotta say, your community is like, they seem really nice.
They are so sweet. I love when I would say the coolest thing about my followers is like if I do like a collab video, because sometimes I've seen like other YouTubers when they collaborate with other YouTubers and people will just like go on the other person's channel and like comment mean things. And it's like, yo, like if you're like a really big YouTuber, because, you know, of course with a lot of dedicated followers, you have dedicated like haters too. And I think it's kind of cool that whenever I've noticed that whenever I collaborate with someone or whenever I say, hey, check this girl's YouTube, like I'm really loving so-and-so's channel, like people will just be like, oh, Jackie Aina sent me, we love you already, and blah, blah. They're always just so nice. Like I just love seeing people not only being nice to me because they watch my videos, but being nice to my peers, people that I recommend, or even like my followers. Like I'll retweet a picture, someone will like recreate one of my looks, and people will be like, "Oh my God, you look so beautiful!" And I'm just like, "It's so cute," because they're just like they're so positive, like to people that they don't have to be positive to. It's really sweet. It's really special to me.
Yeah, I just noticed that about your community, and I was just like, wow, because that made me think of somebody like Jacksepticeye in the gaming community. He has like one of the nicest like fan bases ever. So when I saw your fan base, I was like, wow. And to the opposite end, I've seen you clap back when somebody's being fake, and it makes me so happy. Like
the one thing I don't hold back. Like, I mean, I do. I'm very disciplined. I could say a lot more than I should. I choose not to, but I make it very known that, like, look, I'm human. I'm a personality, quote unquote, if that's what you want to call it. But I'm also human. I'm not a robot. Like, you know, if you say something and I feel like as influencers, if that's what you want to call us nowadays, like we should be allowed that human response. And so people are always so shocked at some YouTubers who do clap back. And it's like, that shouldn't be shocking. Like if you say something rude and, you know, they see the comment, like they should be able to respond just as much as you're entitled to your so-called opinion. You know, it's like, it's so odd to me that people will put that energy out there and put a comment out and then act surprised when someone responds to it. It's like, you do realize that person has a reaction just like you do, right? Like that makes no sense that you're shocked, you know?
Yeah, my favorite thing was I saw on your Twitter that somebody, you know, had asked for like a shout out or whatever. And like they weren't even following you. They got their shout out basically, but like
I know I blocked out her name because I was like, and they're still messaging me. I was like, I see what you guys are trying to do, but it's not gonna work. Like people are like, that's a whole different story. I don't even want to talk about that. They're just like not like your business. I would never like go to a magazine or like a newspaper or someone who rents billboard space and ask them like, hey, I'm a small business, can you help me out and let me use your ad space? Like, no, I would not do that. I would not, like, that's just, why would you do that? Like, as an influencer, technically, if you're asking me to shout you out, like, there's a reason for that. It's because you know that that's going to get your name out there. So don't ask me to do it and you're not even like supporting my content by following me. That's just strange. And either way, like, even if they were following me, it's still an odd thing to ask because it's like, the specific service that they ask, I'm not even a customer of theirs, so I can't recommend something that I've never tried. Like
they just want to use your name.
Yeah, they were just basically, which is, I mean, hey, it doesn't hurt to ask. Like, okay, you tried it, I get it, but like, you can't be surprised when people say no. Like, no one's entitled to help you by shouting you out. Like, that's not how it works.
I agree 1,000%.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
you know,
whoever that was, F you guys, man. Stop messing with Jackie.
leave me alone. Leave me the hell alone.
Yo.
Ain't no free promo over here. Sorry, people.
Ain't getting no free promo. Y'all mess with Jackie again, I'll run your asses over. I swear to God, I will.
Exactly. And I'll be in the background laughing.
Yeah.
What? And what? And what?
Do you have anything else to add?
Yes, my last question. This is the most important question I will ever ask you. What's it like to be
Okay.
followed by Joanne the Scammer? Because, oh my God.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, she's Well, I don't think he goes by she. He, because his name is Brandon. First of all, I've been following Brandon since before Joanne the Scammer, so like I already knew how funny he was, and then he took on that whole persona, and I was like, yo, he's really going with this. Like, it's hilarious. But I don't know, like one day he like DM'd me and was like, oh my God, like I love your videos. I can't believe you follow me. I was like, what? Duh, why would I follow you? But it was kind of still when Joanne was a little early. Like I would say maybe that was like 6-7 months ago. Like people knew about Joanne, but she wasn't as like, relevant as she is now. Now she's like everywhere. She was she was on the VMA's red carpet. Like she's on all these. It's just that's really cool what social media does for people. I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah.
He is obsessed with Joanne the Scammer. And
Are you?
I love Joanne the Scammer so much. I saw like a behind the scenes thing that he shot for MTV, and like I hung up on Katie. I was like, I need to go watch this. Katie, you got anything else?
Well, thank you guys so much for having me. This was fun chatting.
Yeah. Thank you for coming on the show.
We were,
Of
yeah.
course.
Yeah, guys, I know that the audio messed up from time to time, and I apologize. But I want to give a big shout out and a big thank you to Jackie for coming on the show.
Well, thanks again, and I'm really excited to thank you again for having me, and keep on doing the damn thing. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming on the show, guys. Jackie Aina, I'm Christopher Not Walking. That was Katie Guillory. Jackie Aina was here, you guys. This was the Dirty Nerdy Show, and we're out.